Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Kia Glance, and today I will be doing a full face makeup tutorial showing you the products I use. Actually, this is my first time posting on YouTube, and I wish you enjoy the video as you watch. And before that, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. So guys, I'll be starting with my spoolie. I'm going to use that to brush up my brows. Next, I'm going to be using my kohl brown pencil to line my brows, and as you can see, I'm pulling the exact shape of my brows. I'm giving it a hack. Don't worry, it looked somehow messy, but don't worry, I'm going to use my concealer to shape it out. My concealer, I'll be using L.A.lady Pro Concealer. Normally we do hear of La Girl, but this time around I'm using L.A.lady. I'm using it to shape the lower part of my brows. I'm sorry, I'm not sitting in the right position. My head is not going a little bit up, so you can see the shape. Like, sorry, how I'm drawing it very well, but next time when I'm shooting the video, I'll be cautious of that. For the upper part of my brows, I'll be using my foundation, which is the exact shade of my skin color, to shape the brows. I feel comfortable using the foundation to conceal it, because I'm sorry, to shape it. I feel it's possible not to get a concealer of the exact color of your skin. So instead of disturbing yourself, I feel it's best to use my foundation to shape the upper part of my brows. And I'm going to use my beauty sponge to blend that out. It's a small one, so I'm going to use it to blend it very well. I'm using the smaller one because I don't want it to be messed up. So we're going to the concealer I used before. I'm going to apply it onto my eyeshadow base using a fluffy brush to blend it very well. I'm applying that because I'm going to be applying eyeshadow, and applying the concealer like this and blending it makes your color pop. So I'm going to blend that very well. I am not dragging, I am tapping. Just tap 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 till it blend up very well, just to achieve a very flawless look. There's this technique I love. I use a tape on my outer crease, like, since I'm not going to be applying a wing liner, so I use the cell tape instead. And after doing everything, you're going to see how it's going to come out. I love it. I love it. I really, really love it. Going to my eyeshadow palette, I'm using Gulflower artistry palette. I'm using the brown and the orange color. I'm tapping it to my skin. That's for the brown shade. I'm tapping, I'm not dragging. Sometimes instead of dragging, I just blend using a circular motion. Gently, 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 gently you add. And I use the remaining color on the brush to blend it in. I'm not making that part to be very thick because I don't want any harsh lines. So I'm going to be using the orange as my transitioning shade. I'm going to blend it in with the brown. Yeah, I'm going to blend it into my inner crease. So next, I'm using the concealer I used to cut my crease. Yeah, I'm going down and just shape it, give it a perfect shape, and after that you fill it in. Don't use too much product. Tap 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 tap. Don't use too much product, and make sure the lines your curve is smooth. And I'm using diamond D3. Don't worry, all the products I use will be listed on the in the description box below. So I'm going to apply the gold color on my cut crease. I'm going to apply that on it and see the pigment. Just see, it's bringing it out, and I love the look. I'm just gonna tap, and I'm going to add a glitter. Sorry, I didn't show where I blended the first transition in shade with the gold color. So I just added a little glitter and glitter rather. And this is my eyeliner. I'm going to make sure I drew the lines very close, as close as possible to my lashes. And I'm going to use my mascara to brush my natural lashes before applying the artificial one. And that's it. Make sure it stays well, very well. And the next thing, I'm going to be using a primer. Actually, my skin is not oily, is not dry, so I love this primer. I've been using it for a long time. I think it's okay for me, instead of adding different products. But this is okay for me. If you have a dry skin or a very oily skin, you can use other products that are suitable. So for my foundation, I'm using HD and the beauty sponge with a fluffy brush to blend it in. I'll be using a fluffy brush to blend because there's this thing I discovered about this beauty sponge. It absorbs a lot of products. So using the brush first, then after that I'm going to use my beauty sponge to blend it in, and I'm not dragging, I am tapping. You tap till it blends well. And for that look, I don't want anything to affect it, so I'm going to use a flat brush, very flat, and just follow the lines with the foundations and blend that out. To highlight, I'm using the same concealer, that's the L.A.lady concealer, to highlight my under eyes, my nose, my forehead, the upper parts of my lips, and my jaw. For the concealer, I'm using the same beauty sponge I used earlier to blend it in. You can see I'm tapping, just tap and blend it in. I'll be using the zikel powder palette for my contour, and I'm going to be using a fluffy brush to do that, using a circular motion. Just tap. I'm going to contour my forehead down. While blending, I'm using a very fluffy brush to blend that in. I don't want any harsh lines. And I'm going to be using my setting powder to set my face. That's the places I contoured, sorry, that I highlighted. I'm going to tap it and make it sink in. No harsh lines formed. I usually use my setting powder like this if I over contoured my face. So I'm just going to use that to set it well. And I'm going to use the remaining product to set my forehead. Next, I'm going to contour my nose using a flat brush, and I'm starting below my brows, going down straight. I'm going to do the same thing to the other part. After that, I'm going to use a fluffy brush to just blend that in. I'll blend it up well, just to avoid harsh lines. Very well, and I'm going to use my finishing powder to set my face. After that, I'm going to add a blush. I love blush. I don't do without blush. That's the blush palette, and I'm using also a fluffy brush to apply it onto my face gently. And I'm going to set my face, so it's very fast. I'm using my highlighter, that's the bronzer, on the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose, and I'm adding to my cheekbones. Also, I'm adding it on my lips just to shape it. Don't drag it down. I'll be using the brown pencil to line my lips, following the shape of my lips. Just add, and I'm going to add a lipstick. Sorry, it wasn't really shown. And I'm just going to blend the both in, and that's all. Just see it. That's the look. I love it. It's really blended. Oh well, everything. I love it. It's perfect for me. At least for the first time. I really love it. More videos are loading. Just turn on your notification bell, and that's all. Thank you for watching. Bye.